17 people have lost their lives in a multiple accident that occurred at Nobewam on the Kumasi Accra Road. The National Road Safety Commission and the people living in and around the area said this was an avoidable accident. Here's a report by William Evans Inkum. Pictures that you just saw on your screens were those that we gathered from the accident scene, and some of them were too gory for television, so we decided to hold on to that. But let's go on to the phone lines now and speak to the manager of the National Road Safety Commission, Samuel Obeng Esiama. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very disturbing reports we are getting. Can you confirm whether the number is really 17 or probably lesser, hopefully?
These are provisional numbers that we have from the police MTGG. As of now, we have 18 people perished and 5 people seriously injured. We've sent the bodies and the injured persons to the Konongo hospital for treatment and medical care.
Preliminary reports we've gathered indicate that it could be an accident. What have you gathered?
Yes, what happened was that there was a broken down vehicle and the police had mounted 4 advanced warning triangles behind the vehicle. One sprinter bus initially ran into the vehicle and we suspect the driver was sleeping. In the first accident, we recorded 5 fatalities on the spot. 5 people died on the spot. Immediately, the vehicle was cleared. The vehicle was removed. Around 4 a.m. this morning, another sprinter bus also ran into this broken down vehicle, and we lost 13 people on the spot. It's preventable because these drivers, we suspect might have been sleeping behind the steering wheel, so they could not see the danger ahead of them, making them run into this vehicle.
And around what time did this accident occur?
According to the police, the first one occurred around 8:30 last night, and then the second one occurred 4:30 a.m. this morning.
Well, I seem to be a bit taken aback here, because if there was a broken down vehicle which probably might be the cause of this accident, what have the authorities said with regard to at least getting that vehicle out of such a major highway?
What happened was that I think when the vehicle broke down, the driver just abandoned the vehicle. So before the police got note of this vehicle, vehicle had already run into it. So we got the support of the National Fire Service to tow off the heavy-duty vehicle off the road. But they put advanced warning triangles, 4 of them, to about 150 meters behind this vehicle, to warn drivers because it's in the night. So they wanted to warn these drivers that there's a danger ahead of them. Unfortunately, because the driver was, we suspect was sleeping, he couldn't take note of this and he ran into it. But with the advanced warning, we were of the view that it could protect and warn drivers of this danger, and maybe we could prevent such an accident on our road.
All right. My final question would be that in light of this, what would you say about the campaign by your outfit, the National Road Safety Commission, with regard to such preventable accidents?
I see this as a wake-up call. I'll call on all and Sammy to join this campaign. Let's not caution blaming people, but let's all get on board. We've lost 18 people this morning. I think we've lost human resource for the country. This is going to cost the country a lot of money. So I'll call on everybody to come on board and let's fight this preventable accidents on our roads.
We are grateful for your time, Mr. Samuel Obeng Esiama, manager of the National Road Safety Commission, and was giving us an update on the story we have heard this morning that at least 17, he's actually saying it's actually now 18 people have lost their lives in a multiple accident that occurred on the Nobewam highway on the Kumasi-Accra Road. The National Road Safety Commission and the people in and around that area have been telling TV3 that it was a preventable accident. And the first accident, we are told, occurred at 8 p.m. last night. And then the second one, and that one claimed 5 lives. And the second one, which occurred around 4 a.m. This dawn, claimed 13 lives. So that's the updates that we've just gotten from the National Road Safety Commission. The police, we are told, are working to ensure that traffic flow at that part of the country is back to normal. TV3's Ashanti Regional Correspondent William Evansinkum has joined us on the line. He actually brought in the story, and I would want to find out from him what else he has gathered with regard to this accident. William, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon, Martin.
I'm sure that you probably may still be at the scene of the accident. What else can you tell us?
Well, 5 people are currently receiving treatment at the Konongo Government Hospital. They are in a critical condition, but what I've been told is that they will need care to sustain their life before they are referred to Konfanochi Teaching Hospital for further treatment. So that is what I know from now. But we already know 17 people in less than 24 hours have perished.
Right. And is it from your preliminary reports that you've gathered, is that particular stretch an accident-prone area?
Well, it is. But the police are also saying that though it is an accident-prone area, due diligence on the part of the drivers could have saved the lives of these passengers, because it happened at the 3-lane. I don't know how well you know number one, just a few meters from Bomfa Junction. That is where the accident actually happened. So this broken down track was just in the middle of the lane. So there were other 2 lanes that the 2 sprinter drivers could have used. But what I gathered from the police, if it is anything to go by, this particular driver who was involved in the latest accident. Remember, the first one occurred around 10 p.m. Last night, and this one occurred 4 a.m. He was driving on a top speed, so he had little chance to decide which of the lane to use. So he just crashed into that broken down vehicle or truck and then veered to the nearby bush, killing 5 people on the spot.
And finally, it's been roughly 6 hours since the last accident occurred. Have the police been able to find the owner of the broken down vehicle?
No, as at the time I was leaving the place, they were still clearing the road and directing traffic from Accra and then to Kumasi, but they hadn't been able to talk to any of the owners of the 2 vehicles.
Okay, thank you very much, William Evansinkum, for that update. He is TV3's Ashanti Regional Correspondent, also giving us another perspective to that accident where 18 lives have been lost just in a period of less than 24 hours.